Hey guys, Tony's right. So, this is going to be. Hold on for a second. So, this video is going to be kind of like talking about. It's not the end of the semester, but it's basically the end of the semester. So, um, I wrapped up my teaching writing class, so that was cool. I turned in like every assignment but one. I did not know where that assignment was, and I was just like, one assignment out of all of these missing. I'm okay with that. So I turned that in. Final class. So that's out of the way entirely. So we can kind of just rest on my days. Now, tomorrow is like the last in-person class for my journal class. So basically, we've selected everybody. I think all the rejections have been sent, all the acceptances have been like secured, X, Y, and Z. So we're doing the side project that we were supposed to do. So my partner and I, the first idea we had was like something they would write and I would make art that meshes it together and then have like a digital kind of like catalog of it. Essentially, it morphed into them writing a piece and recording it and then me making a zine. So we have this like physical digital component, but what I ended up doing was changing a little bit and making it just a slideshow with the recording. And the reason I did that was it's easier, and then also I kind of feel like it's kind of extraneous to kind of show, like, I get it, like people would want to see the behind the scenes of like making this or whatever, but like, to be honest, like I would have to just put the story on loop, and it's a short story, so it's like microfiction. I didn't want to do that, so I just basically made each slideshow whatever, and then I made each page of the zine, finished that, checked out the recording just to kind of hear what was going on, just making sure that it was okay. Luckily, one shot, it worked. It was really nice. Partner was really good at reading it. Wasn't like flubbing shit and all that kind of stuff. So that was cool. So then I had to like time the slideshow of the pages, because I just did the pages as though it was a slideshow. You know when you go online and you see the booklet and it's in a slideshow format because it's an online digital document that you go through? That's what it did. So I just timed it up, and then each time it was a transition to the next page. Click the arrow so it would go there. Trying to work on the time. Recorded the first time, didn't work out because I was recording using Canva. That's what I used for the book. Canva, and like a big ass circle was there, but I had to change it to no camera at all, and then it got resolved. So I'm proud of it. I'll maybe upload the zine at some point just so you guys can see what it looks like. But I had a good time doing it, and it didn't take me long. Like, it's 12:15 now, meaning I started probably at like 10 o'clock-ish, 10:15 or so. So it took me like an hour and a half to do. Lovely. Happy about that, because I thought the jump was going to take forever. And if I had decided to do it the other way, it probably would have, because it would have caused me to stitch all these little things. I don't have time for that shit. I'm sorry. I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time. So I'm proud of the work that I did with that. So essentially, after today, the class is not over, but the class won't be meeting in person. The next week is like the reading. So all the people that were selected, some people have been invited to read, and so yeah, we're just gonna be online like for that. So that's fun or whatever, I guess. And then that class will be done, and I don't think we'll have anything due going forward. And then the last class will be my advanced writing course. And so my advanced writing course, we have like one assignment, and I think that maybe next week it'll be like just meeting up or whatever, and going forward with the revision process, because I got to revise all my poems and stuff like that. So That's how that's gonna work. I don't know what my strategy for that is going to be, but I do know that I have to revise. It's probably like 8 to 10, because we did alternating weeks, so like 8 to 10 poems. And every time I do this, my poems are like drastically different, right? So some of them are going to do more minute changes, others are going to be like very drastic changes. Pretty much every time I do this, I always end up with like drastically different poems. We're gonna try and do the edits that don't, you know, that aren't as big first, maybe, to kind of get those out the way, and then learn how to sequence it and put it together as a cohesive body of work. Because now I registered for my classes, and essentially I'm going to be in thesis next year. So thesis is going to be, and we had a big discussion about this in class last week, but thesis is going to be really cool. I think it's only like 4 or 5 of us for the poets, and then like maybe 4 or 5 for like the other like genres, because some people are on a 4-year track and some people are like 3-year track. So essentially, yeah, like thesis, and then like we talked about that and stuff like that. So thesis. And the 2 other choruses I took is like, one is about writing short novels, and then the other is about writing screenplays. So screenwriting, which is gonna be a very writing intensive class. It's gonna be a very intensive like semester of writing. I'm ready for it. And then thesis 2 and 3, which will be in spring 2026, will be will be like the design, editing, publishing part of it. And so it's like great. So yeah, my time as an MFA student is coming to an end. I am thinking about what I want to do going forward. I had plans for school, and I think I might release them earlier because I may have pivoted from what I initially was going to do, because like, yeah, like that's my thing. So yeah, so I am kind of happy. Wrapped the semester up basically. Like I have 1 more week of like 2 of the classes kind of showing up, and then like another free week, and that's where all my other stuff is kind of due. Yeah, so like the semester is over, like I think officially like the 18th of May. The MFA reading for us is like the 10th, which is like when everybody who's graduating reads and shows off their books and all that kind of stuff. So I get paid this week, so let me save up some cash for next week. Let's save some cash for next week to get these books. I might get about 3 people's books, because they're showing them on our MFA like page on Instagram, like who's their books and stuff like that. So I'm interested in seeing like the books and stuff, so I will buy them. I've been like kind of going through the profiles and seeing the poems, so I probably will have 1 or 2 people that I'm interested in purchasing their books, because I know them. Essentially, that's kind of really it. I don't like, most of them will be like, yeah, I think most of them are gonna be like the poetry people. I'm not gonna lie. I think 1 person I'm interested in their book, because it seems like pretty interesting, based on what they were saying. So that's next week, so I might show you guys a little bit snippet from that. And yeah, so I have like from the 5th until the 9th, and then like basically I'll be roughly done, and then that final week, the 12th through the 16th ish, I'll have to, well, technically from the 1st onward for my advanced writing class, I'll essentially be doing my revision. So it's not that much. This upcoming class, which is Thursday, we have to present like 1 or 2 revised poems, which aren't revised. I'm so sorry. They're not revised at all. They're not revised. I might present the same work from the past to this group because like 2 of the 4 members are new people, so to just get their feedback on it. And yeah, there's that. So that's about it for the semester. Now we have like summer, and now we're like thinking about summer and stuff like that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to make like a separate video for that, but that's kind of the wrap up. Going to the MFA reading, doing my portfolio, and then essentially like this week I'm done 2 of the 3 classes. So I'm like, when you guys see it, it'll be like the week that I have just 1 class left, and that'll be it. So yeah, so thanks for watching. I'm gonna roll into the next video. Bye.